Everything's gonna be alright. I'll be yours and you'll be mine. Molly and Clyde. Hi Azrael, got over here, how are you? How's it going? Yeah. Wow. 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 Alrighty, there's actually something like that I want to do. I don't necessarily like. I mean, I kind of like those shadows, but I wanted to check something else. I really wanted to check something else for this one. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure. I'm Davis. Alrighty, let's get to drawing. I guess I'm going to keep it this way. So yeah, it's kind of like a directional light, so there's going to be a lot of things that you can just, you know, kind of roll with when it comes to that. If that makes sense, so yeah. And how is everyone doing? Please tell me. Oh man, where is your GF? Sad. She there. She there. Not streaming with me today though. Don't worry. I think weekends with my GF might be something coming around more often. Man, I'm sad too that she ain't here. I miss her, you know. I've actually done a little bit progress on my book, if I can say so myself. So I'm quite happy with that one. So yeah. Would you mind redesigning my OC? Well, no, I could do that. Of course I could do that. Thank you so much. Feel free to actually that depends how you want to do that. If you want me to just redesign it and that's it, like no huge deal. The fastest way and you know for free would be if you send me the details and I would stream redesigning DOC. If you don't want me to stream it, it's going to take a really long while because you know, I'm currently busy with some projects. Or you could place a commission and I would prioritize it with everything more than anything, you know, to reach the deadlines and stuff. So yeah, like there are a couple options for you, so feel free to do it however you want to. But yeah, even if when it comes to commission, I am willing to redesign DLCs. So if someone interested in commissioning and would want to do this like that, I for sure would go for it. Actually, today at work I started making an app for my work, like, you know, holding a database of the drivers, updating the system with like the dates of the insurance expiring up or the vehicle. I've started like watching out how I'm saying this. The vehicle, you know, inspection expiry date, yada yada yada. So yeah, there's like a lot of things going on with it, surprisingly. So I'm happy how it's going. It's like a web app. I'm doing it with HTML and stuff. We'll see how's that going to go. Also, I'm working on the game project a little bit. So yeah, yesterday I finished marking down like one sentence per each chapter. I'm going to today to extend it to 3 sentences for each chapter and then extend it into 9 and then into as many sentences as there are pages. Considering that prologue and epilogue are going to be short, I think prologue is going to have like 3 pages and epilogue has 2. The chapters are the meat because there are 4 chapters, 25 pages each. W. Davis, let's go. So yeah, I'm actually progressing with my projects a lot. Today I've also, like before stream, I have been working on the game project and I'm almost done with the basis of the puppet. There's going to be a lot of work to that, but yeah. There's a lot of work to that because the thing is how to say this, difficult to say. I'm going in a specific style with my book. I want to. So my book is going to be like a like very spiritualistic, if that makes sense. Like the detective is going to stray within like the world of the dead. Like he's going to spend in the first book like entire book time in like the world where both worlds like kind of like mixed up, so there's going to be a lot of like descriptions. Of course there are like things like poltergeists, there are demons, shadows and other stuff, and basically I'm really I really want to figure out how I can make this style very similar one to the one of H.P. Lovecraft, which is going to be very difficult to describe, because again it's like those like poltergeists and shadows, like shadowmans, right, like shadow demons, shadow ghosts, whatever, are bodiless creatures, right? So it's like something that you can't really explain that moves around. It's like a force, right? Most of the time, like when you hear like about like shadow creatures, when it comes to the like ghost lives, it's like, let's say, a shadow mass that appears to have like many arms and it's just like crawls, right? Like it's a very there are very like specific descriptions, but they vary, and I kind of want to go with that. That's why I'm going to kind of like reference H.P. Lovecraft, which I'm a huge fan of, by the way. I don't think I've said it before on streams. I really like books, and H.P. Lovecraft is like one of the series that I really enjoyed reading. Despite like all those very difficult to understand descriptions, I think that's the magic of H.P. Lovecraft. Also, I'm going to go with a very specific Polish author who specialized in very thick noir thematics, like a very thick noir worlds, right? And I'm going to kind of I really like his books too, and I really want to reference his style when it comes to that kind of aspect, right? So we'll see. Hi Zaga, Gatevi here. How are you? Hope how's going? Hope you're alright. How have you been doing recently? Yesterday there was no stream, so it was difficult to catch up. We've been kind of sending each other memes. Only. Huh? I had meetings today, I get tired, had a nap. Oof. Meetings. I actually supposed to have a meeting today, but the guy didn't show up. And the meeting was about the invoices that the clients that we are doing the routes for, from that client. It's like we have two levels of a client. We have a client, and then there's like higher client, and I supposed to have like the higher client meeting, because that higher client has like, it's supposed to have an eye over the client because they are doing some weird stuff. And well, yeah, that's that. We are waiting for being paid. I swear to God, that's going to be my demise. Like, I really don't understand what's wrong with that. And they're not contacting us, they are not sending in emails. That's the issue. Like, if they would at least, like, lie to us and say like, it was frozen by a bank, we're going to send it later. Like, okay, sure, go ahead, do that. At least we are going to like have a contact with you, and if there's going to be something else difficult to get around, we're just going to cut you on your lines. But at least we've had a contact with you. It's like, to be fair, that's a way to lose a client or a person. Like, don't lie. Like, okay, don't lie first of all. But if you really have to, like, at least lie. Don't ignore them. Especially when it comes to money. That's like the worst thing that you can do. I hate it so much. Also, yesterday I had the meeting with the other corporation. There is a huge chance that we are going to have a thing. So I'm happy because that's the company that I'm supposed to get the commission from. So me happy. I'm really hoping for them to call me. So yeah. I can't wait. I really want to. I really want everything to be done at this point. I hate those situations. I hate being ignored. That's the issue. Like, I hate being ignored. If I would at least have someone with whom I might be able to talk to, and they even, again, if they would at least lie to me, that would be alright. They're making me super agitated, not responding to me. I was talking with my boss, and probably that's their technique to get what they want, because the issue is that they are not paying us because they want us probably to resign from the corporation, because they've been doing some shady business with different carrier previously. That's why the main company hired the other like the higher client, because that's supposed to ensure the fair and square stuff. And now I'm like, yeah, no wonder. And with the boss, we are just, cracking jokes, but we really still want to get paid, Like, we are about to give them an ultimatum. If they pay, or we are actually going to go for legal actions. That's the main issue. And like, that's the ultimatum, because that's like, we are going for legal actions, they are going to pay us, and we are going to stop, like, cooperating with them. And that's bad. We want this, you know what I mean? We want this cooperation. I have received mails from 2 huge clients. Really huge clients, so as well they can just go freak themselves at this point. Sorry for talking about work. I'm just, I've just spent a lot of time on work recently. I'm just kind of, just drawing. There ain't no other stuff to do, I really want to go with this character, complete it. We are going to then have only 2 more characters from that team. And that will mean that we are going to be almost done with everything. Because after this team, we'll have another team containing only 3 characters. So you can say that after that character we will be left with only 5 characters to be done. From 20. That means we're almost 15 characters down. By the way, did you folks ate today? Remember to eat. It's very important. Also, Zaga, I hope that during the meetings no one made you angry. I know that your meetings are also tend to also be quite rough, so I hope everything went good. No? Okay. It was just crazy. What do you mean crazy? What happened? I'm interested. I want to eat the cake, then cook it after. I think I know what you mean. Oh boy, that's... yeah. Some people cannot draw logical connections and see dependencies between things, yeah. My boss had the same moment recently. He was like, oh, I need you to do that, to do that thing. And I was like, oh, okay, I can do that. So I started doing stuff to get the thing he wanted me to do. I was like, what are you doing? I've told you to do that thing. Yeah, but I have to do this thing first before I can do that. No, just do the thing. And I was like, bro. And like, he wanted me to check like things connected with like how many kilometers the drivers did in a specific period of time. And I had to like first get the kilometers they've done, and then, you know, I could calculate the thing he wanted me to calculate. But then he was like, what are you doing? Don't. Like, bro, how? I'm so sorry to hear that. A project manager is on 2 weeks holiday, but it will be chill. God damn it. Well, old guy who was middle manager in factory for 20 years jumped in. Oh? Manager for 20 years. I wonder for how many years he was a team leader. Suddenly trying to fill every minute of everybody. Bruh. No. He's like 70. So probably 20 years team lead. Like, let's say 5 to 10 years. Not really understanding yet IT or programming. Oh, yeah. That's that's the worst. He has good intentions, but I'm very adamant doing it on his bad way. Yeah. I mean, orchestrating factory or warehouse is something else than orchestrating team of IT specialists or programists. So I can see where does that come from. Because actually he does good for someone who would have to lead people in factory or warehouse. I know because like I've seen this happening. Like everyone has to constantly do something. If someone doesn't have a task and look bored, you have to give it to them because that's like how you operate in those stuff. You need like 100% of the thing. But when someone in programming, if someone sits and like scrolls through like web browser, as well he might research something for his software. So that's like the way how things are looking might be different than how than what exactly is happening, you know. But yeah, that's exactly how it goes for warehouses. He can't see us. All of us are in a home office. Oh, I see. So how come he says he wants to fill in every minute of it? You also know every time who work on what and how many minutes left of that task and what they do after. To be fair, he might need guidance, like if someone would tell him like, you know, it kind of works a bit differently in IT if you are going to constantly ask us how many minutes are left of something, it's going to prolong us finishing the thing. So just, you know, we tried working with him for 4 years now. He too old to change. Teaching a dog new trick, old dog at new tricks. That's the kind of thing. Okay. Go on a leave for as long as many days are left for the good project manager to come back. Of course, if you've got enough sustenance for now. I mean, for sure you do. For sure you do. Contractor heavily to leave if I tell you beforehand. Tell him now that tomorrow onwards you're on leave. Imagine Attack on Titan, but it's a family sitcom. I want to leave my guys in the situation. I see. That's the good leader over here. Sucky situation, leader doesn't leave. I've had a team lead who went out, who just decided to go out of work when things started to burn and we were left with no team lead. The entire zone was in shambles. I've managed one portion, some other guy managed other portion. We were kind of capable to do stuff. Okay. I'm hoping that I'm not overshading her. I don't know why, but shading blues is always difficult for me. Like, other colors are okay. But surprisingly, I don't see some shades of blue somehow. But those are like very, very difficult to notice anyway. It's not really like... I am not really... how to say this? I am not really in a danger. Or a danger, so... yeah. It's not like I'm colorblind. So yeah. So yeah, I'm like almost half of my work week already done. I'm shocked how fast still the work passes. People fighting back visa. Yeah, because like they've blocked freaking... like it's not only about like NSFW games. Like they've blocked from Steam games like GTA 5. And then like they're even trying to block games like Cyberpunk 2077 and stuff. Because it's not family friendly. Shut up, man. Like, never. It's a game. A story for all their audience. It's not only kids that are playing games. They gave a response that morality does not affect their services and other BS. Please. Morality. And I really hate whatever is happening right now. Like, first we had the issue with people going all in and obliterating games, making them unplayable because of like some weird ass stuff they wanted to throw in, making the stories mangled up, making no sense. Then they started to say like, oh yeah, you don't own your game after buying it, like whatever. Know what I mean? Yeah, owning game after paying us. Come on, get out of here. And now they are doing this. Like seriously, at this point, games are not really worth getting into. Like I'm scared of buying any game because like I'm just going to play my own business and out of nowhere by an accident they are just going to block me out of it and they are going to say no, that's not true. There was a reason. Okay, what was the reason? We are not going to tell you. Bro. They really should just leave it be. Like, seriously, what did games did to them? What did they do to them? It's just... Those are just games. They've been like that for years. Oh, games are too violent. Wolfenstein in freaking 1997 or other years that was coming out. Doom, very brutal game, also popular in very early days of gaming. If someone had to say anything, no. Doom, yeah. Like seriously, that's someone had to say about games. No, no one. So why now interfering with games right now? Why? What's the issue? What next? They're going to go up to the graveyard keeper and told ping? What do you mean ping? Oh. Oh no. What happened? Shouldn't be. Had to refresh because it had like 20 seconds delay. God damn it. I don't see any issues though. God damn it. I hate it. Now it's just 4 to 5, I see. I don't know what's happening with my internet. Again, like every now and then, it's like... Sam. Hey Muto, glad to be here. How are your plans going? How's university going? I'm tired. Oh no. Tired. Too bad. I'm so sorry to hear that. Hmm. Have you ate something? It's okay, almost done with this semester. Yeah. Just a little bit longer and you'll be done. Eating a turkey sandwich. How? What do you mean, how? Is this sandwich supposed to be like 12 weeks? No idea. Sorry, by definition it's 15 to 18 weeks. Looked up. Summer semester is 6. The turkey sandwich is good. It does sounds really good. Actually, I haven't really ate anything yet ever since I came back from work. A rice, chicken breast, and carrot with peas is waiting for me. Actually, my most favorite meal: chicken in any form, rice, and carrots with peas. That's like my favorite combination for dinner. I could eat it every day. Especially just carrot with chicken with chickpeas. Schmear. I love the song you're humming. I think I've sent you this song, didn't I? Hmm. I was listening to it before the stream too when I was working on my project. Yes. Hmm. Hmm. Yes, Ira. Yes, Ira. Something Actually, today my boss woke up to me asking if there's a system that we could do that would automatically inform if it's past due date for invoices. I mean, you know. How are you doing today? And how's work? Work was pretty chill today. I've been calling around a little bit. Another huge client, like, you know, got interested in our offer. So, well, you know, I'm using the old tricks from advertising my commissions when I still like focusing on that instead of like on streaming and stuff. So I've got pretty good methods myself, I guess. I really don't like cold calling though. I find it infuriating. I don't like being cold called because most of the time they're like, you know, they don't, like, a lot of people are not really like as good if they really want to sell something this way. And second of all, it's most likely just irritating. Like, imagine you're sitting down, you're minding your own business, and you're just getting some random calls and like, we want to offer you something. Like, this is exactly what I'm doing. Like, just finding on the web, on the internet, some phone numbers from people responsible for like certain stuff from a factory or something like that, and I'm just cold calling them, asking if they want someone to drive for them. But I mean, it's not like the only thing I'm doing, by the way. Like, it's recently something I'm doing. You're getting good at finding out phone numbers, at least. Yeah, true. I mean, I was pretty good at searching things. Anyway, I guess it's a good thing to just keep hold on those. Important social engineering skill. Yeah. And important skill in like communication, because I have to talk with people, like many of them, and it's like kind of helping me to keep up with the constant speak, like constant talking, without really making those like I've noticed that recently I've stopped doing as many of those as I used to. Like my brain is coming up with words way faster. That's for sure. And like I'm actually getting more faster the idea what I really want to talk about. So that's good. Improvement. So now just waiting. Just waiting. There's a time I almost became a real estate agent. Oh my. Seriously? Like 15 years ago? Oh. Weren't you at that time like entering college? Needed the money and applied to literally every job. Oh, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. No, it was the time I dropped out. Ah, I see. Makes even more sense. I've always applied, well, actually I've applied for the college, but I think I would, when in the place where I was mentally and physically, I think I would actually drop out from the college too, even though it was very difficult, it would be very difficult to get there. And if I would get there, it would be like a very huge strike of luck. So yeah. Like me myself. Now I'm in a place like mentally and in life where I'm like, yeah, I can start and I know that I won't drop out. That's something I really needed, because to be fair, I kind of was kind of lacking stability. I got into the most hardcore university, thought the 90% dropout rate won't affect me. How naive. I mean, I have to say that considering that I've almost doubled, literally doubled the amount of points that was required to get into the university, was really, how to say this, was really funny. Because like, we have point system, and based on your like Matura exam, you had to be first survive the first year with 50% drop rate. Ooh. I mean, that's nice. So actually the thing is that we have that point system too. So basically, like, I was thinking that my Matura exam is going to be like really weak, right? Because like everyone told me that. Like every teacher, everyone, like, you with your Matura exam, you will never get into any university. Really. and I'm actually now going to attend a university, and surprisingly, I've nearly doubled the amount of required points, which is huge. I mean, I think that English helped me a lot, you know, because from English I have 97%, and then I have like 80 something from the advanced. So, and from advanced, for specialized universities, they calculate the points only from the relevant 2 to 3 subjects and multiplying it to match the count of the rest of the subjects. Actually, we have it quite differently, because we have, like, when it comes to our matura exam, we have to attend Polish, mathematics, and foreign language, and those are the only 3 matura exams that you have to do to actually get around anywhere, to just get the matura exam. So most of those points are coming from this system. Of course, you can like apply for additional matura exams, and for sure they are going to give you some bonus points, but they are called here bonus points. It's straight up said that those are bonus points, and we don't like, and they are going to be taken for the account, but those are the main subjects that you have to do. And some even require things like very specific, like extensions, because we extend our matura exams. Like, for example, I've applied for extension for Polish and English, so I've took the language extensions, right? So I was just doing basic maths. We get extra points for speaking languages and stuff. That's not on the that's not for our list. So those are quite different still. Interesting. Very interesting, actually. Those subjects have harder versions for more points. Yes, we also have those harder versions. They are called advanced. So I was doing advanced matura exam for Polish and advanced matura exam for English. Like, I remember my friend hard math and computer science. Ooh. Ooh. Over here in Poland, barely anyone is doing the matura exam from computer science. Like, no one, even people from the IT. 98% plus 92% was kinda top candidate for university. Yeah, I can see. Actually, I think I've had 57% from basic Polish and 42 from advanced Polish. I've had 97 from basic English and 89% from advanced English. And then I've had 37 from math. So actually English was like the highest thing, and Polish was like the second best. Had 480 on 520 points, were the last 20 points only available for minorities. What? That's like a lot. So for my university, I had to have 500. No. I had to have 700 points. Yes, 700 points. And I've actually scored 1,348 points. I've actually almost doubled the required amount of points I had to have, based on their calculations. That's crazy. And top universities had like 380, 420 points threshold. Over here it like depends actually on the university, but actually my university I'm attending is like very like highly, how to say this? It's like a university that you go there and you can actually go to any other country and they're going to say like, wow, that's a good university. But it's like, you know, over here in Poland, like a lot of people are going to that university, so I mean, I don't think a lot of people are going to the university, but yeah. Yep. Imagine I've actually scored huge amount of points in university that's like a top here. Like a lot of heads of businesses are doing this university. Like, I'm assuming that those heads of businesses are mostly just going there to seek for people who actually know what they are doing, and possibly to expand their knowledge or update their knowledge on certain topics. I've heard that this is a good move to do that, like every now and then repeat the university. On my second university, we had classes which are accredited for 2 to 4 different MIT classes. Bro. Bruh, imagine. I can't wait for university. Lucky. Yeah. Imagine doing the same thing but 2 times harder. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, I can't wait for the university. I'm super stoked. I know that it's going to destroy a lot of my time, so I want to do a lot of stuff right now when I'm before the university, because I know that I'm going to lose a lot of time. And they teach these things in the USA too, but only parts of it, I see. Subject is subject. Why teaching only part of it? Subject the same subject. Spoke recently to a girl from California. Ooh. To finish university on it. Yeah. And we learn a big chunk what we learn, but missing a lot of other things. I see. I did learn how processors work, but had no idea how threads in programs and databases work, bro. That's a weird cut. Like I would expect actually to learn more how threads in programs and databases work instead of learning how processors work. In computer engineering, hardware is just as important. Nah, yeah. Also, it's kind of interesting. Yeah. Like, for example, let's say in programming, right? I would expect more to learn how threads for programs and other stuff are working. Did you finish your sandwich, Muto? Be right back already. Run away. Never find us. That's irritating. Little potion. There, that's for sure. One. Because like she wears a shirt, so the breast shouldn't really like poke out like this. Oh. The classes are calling, I assume, by that. No one is letting drop out. What do you mean no one is letting you drop out? You've tried? Yeah, to make a deal with me. Oh, what deal? Through the next semester and see if you really want to drop out. I mean, that's a good approach. Like, they are not telling you no, they just want to be sure that you want to drop out. Like, sometimes people are regretting that they are dropping out. You know? Then again, they know what you don't know yet. Yeah. Because they know what you don't yet know. It's easier as you progress. Yeah. I think it's going to be still a bit more difficult this time. Not with the college prices there. They said you don't have a better option, they said, but I can do this. The prices are crazy, yeah. I get. I mean, you can tell them that you want to drop out and that's it. Like, they can't force you to continue. Yes, we can. Who's out handcuffs? I don't know. Otto must stay in college. You know, to be fair, in situations where you have to choose like a paper that might as well not really help you at all in finding job and get you crippling debt, or just go somewhere else or wait a little bit longer while working to secure the possibility to pay up for the college is, you know, there are, like, I really would stand for the option to stay at school, but when it's like possibility of spending one more, like possibility of spending one more semester in a school just to get already so deep that you won't be able to pay it up for the rest of your life, that's, you know, it is a difficult decision, but I see both sides, to be fair. Like, okay, cool, it would be cool to finish the college, it would help a bit, but on the other side, the issues. Hi RKRB, good to have you here, how are you, hope it has gone? You have to pay back even if you finish? You still have to pay as it's not paying for the entirety. You have to pay like still most of it. I mean most of it, like still a little bit. And of course, like, okay, just done the art. Let's go, let's go. How was it? How did it went? Yep, yeah. As Muto says. So yeah, you still have to pay up even if you finish. So there's that makes absolutely no sense. When I've heard that, I've changed my mind about a lot of things. Enough was learning animation. Let's go. Let's go. Hmm. So actually, if there's like a good moment for it, it would be probably the moment where, like, before everything would rack up, and it would be still simple to pay them for it. I send an exhibit channel. Okay, I check. I think I've played with that one section way too much. I got stuck in a detail. That's too bad. That's nice. That's a good one. I have to play 1000, yeah. It's going to be damn scary. It's nothing. It's only for 2 months I've been in school. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, so just around 1k USD here too. Why you'll have so expensive schools? God damn it. For me, it's like about 600 USD or 500 USD per afternoon, or maybe it's evening for yeah, it's evening for me. Hi Kai, got over here. How are you? Hope how's going? How have you been? Like one semester for me is like much more months. It's like way less for the schools in total. Let's to redraw one of my OC characters. Let's go. Let's go. I like to hear that. What is your OC? You're so lucky. Depends on the place, yeah. You're so lucky. Hi Skylar, glad to have you here. How are you? Hoping how's it going? Basketball team in Australia started. Let's go. That's nice. I like the idea. I'm actually drawing more of a fantasy characters, but I really like the idea of yours. Mm-hmm. Tries to hold back Mudo. Mm-hmm. What time are you planning on sleeping? Haven't seen you in a while either. Yui. Yui is busy. Like really busy. Time zones suck. Why we can't all have the same time? Don't know about sleeping. Have a lot of work for tomorrow. PC, pushed foundation instead of work, and it played up, plus clients are crazy. We do a full day of meetings and they do surprise pick at your face when they figure out nothing is progressing. If we do meetings avoid. Okay, I don't want to bother, then I figure it out. What do you mean bother? You are not a bother, Muto. What are you talking about? You're a sister, not a brother. If a math project I need to do, but I'll figure it out. Okay. I think I'm going to figure out the rest of that later. To be fair, I am shocked that I've actually managed to for so long without any issues. I am starting to feel that my eyes are getting tired. And I've been already spending a lot of time around here, which is not a good it's not a good sign, basically. But now with like all of those stuff like finished, we'll just have to, you know, shade black. The thing is why I'm skipping it, because like if I would just have everything to be colored in the same way, I would probably try to finish it today, but those pants are going to be leather. Leather pants are being shaded a bit differently. What is the deadline? Today? I am. I am. I really like the way how this one also comes out tomorrow. Tomorrow. Although I really wish I could just sit down and finish it probably today, but I really don't feel like I'm in a state. I don't know, I've noticed that at certain hour, at certain moment, it feels like the entire energy is, there's like a huge drop. You know? Like, okay, I'm working, and as long as I'm not capable to relax for a moment, I can go, but the moment I can sit down, take a breather, draw a little, focus on that, and it's starting to feel like the energy is falling drastically over time. Really. And I don't know why, actually. I'm sleeping really well. I mean, well, I'm sleeping a lot of hours. Because I'm sleeping like, what, 8 hours? Something like that? That's a lot. But yeah. I guess this is actually the reason why, also why I'm tired. Because like, you know that you're a bit groggy if you sleep too long. Like my usual sleep time was shorter. But the thing is like, it's very weird about it. Because my original sleep time was shorter. Because I was sleeping about like 4 hours at best. And I was feeling refreshed and I could go for 20 hours without any issue. And like 5-6 hours was also good, but above more than that, I've started to feel bad. I feel like me now sleeping 8 hours because trying to be like very well rested, etc., is actually affecting rest of my day, right? I am trying to cut my sleeping short, but not to 4 hours. I don't want to come back to 4 hours, I think I want to stay at 6. So like cutting it, they barely give it to us. I have to say, like, that should be a crime. Schools giving deadlines like that for projects. It's not even like an easy thing, like, oh hey, here, write those five random equations and solve them by tomorrow. Or you have 2 days to solve them if they're like really difficult. No, it's like a full-on freaking project. Projects are not meant to be on a short deadline like this. Well, let's see. At work, I'm actually trying to figure out some more stuff. We'll see where that goes. Hopefully pretty well. Tomorrow I'm going to go right away to see the God damn it, I can speak. To talk with the clients, like potential clients, because there are like people, oh, you please ask very early. It's going to like allow us to actually, you know, do anything. Like you'll catch with that person who's decisive. Meanwhile, me just sitting there and like, what do you mean I can do my lawnmower? Mm-hmm. The what? Like when I'm calling to people, to the clients, potential clients, I'm calling administrative offices because those are like their main things, like switchboard and stuff. And there are like 2 or 3 companies which told me to call early in the morning, like between 8 and 9 or something like that. So I have to take everything right away to the place where I'm going to start calling, and then start calling them, because it's important that I'm going to reach out to them because they're potential clients. They're actually are accessible, right? So just the sheer fact that they are accessible and I can call them is good, because I can, like, you know, talk with them about business. And I would be really happy if, like, other huge clients that I found out are going to be willing to, like, cooperate with us. So I am waiting. I really want to push through couple things. It's those are like things that will change my life mostly. I don't want our song at almost 2 hours. They've extended the song list. Because whenever they're adding new positions, these songs are dropping down a little. So now it had to be like about 2 hours to reach the song. So yeah. So yeah, I just be shitting for And I've got a couple things saved on my Pinterest. I really want to. I'm really looking up for checking those things. There are like a couple aspects that would really help me improve my art style a little bit. Because they're like very fitting to what my art style is. But I am. Alrighty, folks. I guess I'll be wrapping up. Thank you, Zaga. Thanks, RKRB, for making this chat on Twitch. Thanks, Azrael, Muto, Kaizaki, and Skylar for being this channel on YouTube. As always, folks, stay creative and I hope to see you all in the next one. Take care.